Ew. Anyways, so somebody has been begging for me to just be online, please. And I was like, sounds like you guys need some attention from me, first of all. So here I am to give it to you. You're welcome. If nobody's told you that you're important today, you're important to me. They've been talking about it for a while, and I kind of thought it was a joke. And the longer they posted about it, the more I was like, what's going on? But yes, this is a Dead by Daylight dating simulator, so I would imagine that it is just the Dead by Daylight originals, so there won't be Michael Myers or Freddy Krueger or any of the licensed ones. I'm gonna treat this like it's canon because unless they specifically, like when I open the game, if it tells me otherwise, they've said in the past that the Wraith and the Nurse are an item. Aww. However, the Wraith is on this dating simulator, so did they break up and I'm not hearing anything about it? Or like, does she know he's here? Is he a fucking cheater on top of everything else? I can't see a relationship with any of the killers working. That's so insensitive to the killers. They kill people! I'm low-key pissed that they even made this, but I also want to be like, the Huntress is there. Like, guys, it's the Huntress though. Guys, they better sweep me off of my fucking feet. Oh my god! I can't even take this seriously. What is happening? Oh, the Wraith can get it. No, I've never been interested in the Wraith. I've always thought his legs were too skinny, but like the way he looks in this isn't even what they actually look like. Yeah, Huntress might look like that. And then, no. Spirit doesn't have that much muscle. She's skinnier than that. It is called Hooked on You, of course, obviously. I feel like Spirit is a really interesting choice out of their killers. But okay, let's go. I'm so nervous. What shall we call you? Oh, we're just gonna go. When people ask me what my name is, I go, and then when they say my name, it'll be like they're giggly. They can call you mommy. No, I want to call Huntress mommy. We call each other mommy. What is going on? What am I doing? I am here on this beautiful beach. My first words are I wake up on the beach soaking wet. Oh. Salt water stinging the inside of your throat as if you'd nearly drowned. Oh my god, I was lost at sea and the entity put me here. How nice of him. Water falls from your mouth as you open it to gasp for air. You have no memory of how you got here. In fact, you can only remember your own name. Not even that much. They say, what's your name? I said, but not where you came from or a single fact about your life. Oh my god, I'm an entirely new bitch. What you do know is that despite the outrageous beauty of the landscape around you, you feel incredibly sick to your stomach. I cough again. Wow, really went down the wrong pipe, huh? You need a minute or can I go on? Who is this? I can give you a minute. We've got plenty of time. Endless time, really. So this is the entity's realm. This is where, when they're not in a match, this is what the killers are doing. An eternity, if you catch my drift. Whoa, not now, ocean. Sorry. May I continue? Please, go on, I say. No, that's just me. Okay then, as I was, right. I was fighting for my life, apparently. As I was saying, I looked down at my feet, ankle deep in the crystal blue water of a newly arrived wave. As the water recedes back into the ocean, sorry, I can't, I can't stop laughing. As the water recedes back into the ocean, it reveals a grotesque discovery. Ah! Why would you show me that? Is that, oh my god, is that me? I'm joking. A decomposing face stares up at you from beneath the sand. All you can do is vomit, a stream of dark bile, bugs, worms, and other ick. Questions race through your mind. Where are you? Who is behind this incredibly charming and well-spoken voice in your head? Answers don't come easy. Your mind is completely blank. So what will I do? If I was somewhere and I randomly found a decomposing head, I would run away. You turn away from this wretched sight and begin to run, but the beach, it's endless. Despite how far you run, you get nowhere. Exhausted, you stop and look behind you, your footsteps erased by soft blue waves. You turn inland, considering your lack of options. You've got no choice but to walk into the brush. However, the beauty of the beach is not shared by the darkness of the palmy woods before you. There's nothing inviting about that shadowy forest. Terror freezes you in your steps. The ocean is speaking to me. What does the ocean sound like? We gotta give the ocean a voice. The ocean would sound like... Why are you trying to run away? Like that? You're here to enjoy yourself, don't you know? Have a little bit of fun. Take charge of your own experience. Well, that was weird. That voice again. Do oceans normally talk? My memory isn't right, but I'm pretty sure I remember learning as a child that oceans don't speak directly to people in spooky terms. I'm the type of person that I would just go along, like, in dreams I can never realize that I'm dreaming. Like, I could literally be on the fucking moon, and I'd be like, yep, this is my life. My mind doesn't have a chance to linger any longer on the situation, as I feel something bump into my foot. A ball! When you look down, you find a volleyball sitting in the sand there next to you. Hello? You stare down, frozen. A voice calls out from behind you. What does the huntress sound like? Well, for now, she's just gonna sound like me. Little help, please? Turn around, and when I see what's... Oh my god, my jaw just about hits the ground. Let me see it. Wow. Yeah, out of my face, out of my face, out of my face, next. She's so beautiful. She's so beautiful. Out of my face, next. 4 gorgeous monsters stand halfway between you and a well-tended volleyball court. Look at the spirit. She's so cute. She's so freaking cute. Each of them oozes with undead energy, a magical aura reaching out and penetrating you. Penetrating me? Your heart begins to race. Curiosity, fear, desire. You can't help but stare at these casually dressed, let's call them killers. I don't know, not to be judgmental, but that's just the energy they put out there. I mean, they kind of look pretty normal aside from Spirit. I feel like just seeing Spirit would, like, traumatize anybody. So many competing feelings rush through your mind at once that you are completely paralyzed. There are weird days, and then there's this. All you can do is look down at the ball and back up at this monstrous lineup of, well, literal monsters. Sexy-ass monsters, though. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. What do you do? I would toss it back. You bend down and grab the ball. It's warm from sitting in the sand on this beautiful day. When you give the ball a toss, it arcs beautifully through the air and lands right in Huntress's hands. What does she sound like? I don't know. I'm not good at this. Huntress's muscles... Huntress's muscles ripple as she grips it in her hand. You look her up and down and consider what it might be like to hold tightly in those strong arms. Warm, perhaps. Maybe a little sweaty, but that's okay. What would her spirit sound like? She sounds like breathier, like, try hard much? They're speaking directly to you, but you still can't bring yourself to reply. You're entranced. No, this is weird. I mean, I just can't believe it's happening. When you snap out of it, you realize that everyone has gone back to the volleyball court. Alone again, you look across the beach at these strange residents who casually bat a volleyball back and forth, happily ignoring your intrusion onto their private beach. Should you be frightened, worried, excited? I did refer to them as killers, not to give too much away. But at the same time, damn. They are looking very appealing in their own way, and nobody so much as lifted a blood-soaked finger in your direction. How did you know, Ocean? If the spooky Ocean voice says not to be scared, I'm sure it's all gonna work out. With no good reason not to, you decide to head over to see what happens next. Main character do be thirsty, yeah. It's like, how are you not just traumatized? It seems like you've derailed the volleyball game just by showing up. Why does it seem that way and then they're gonna have him tell me directly in the next line? What does the trapper sound like? You derailed the game just by showing up, nitwit! Look, it's best to just go with what Trapper says when he says it. That's a policy I hold for pretty much anyone who seems to have fresh blood on their hands. Hey, don't worry about it. It's all just a game. Existence, that is.
Man, you corny!
Why would you say that? Besides, you seem a lot more interesting than a silly game. Huh? What did you say to me? What's your deal? What brings you here? You mean they're here to do more than distract from my total domination? The Wraith lets out a deep sigh. Where he at?
Bing bong!
Oh, he was invisible, of course. Look, I don't care why this slack-jawed moron is here. Me? I just want to know, can I kill them or not? What? Why? What did I do? You know you can't. Oh yeah, not yet. Hey, Giggle, you might want to, say something. Actually, never mind. There'll be plenty of time for that soon enough. This group has some questions for you. Okay! Ask away! Be warned. Answer quickly and answer well. I'm scared! Hold on, I kind of want to move my... actually see a little bit better. This is a timed quiz, and it will be very important later, okay? Or not important in any way whatsoever. Probably that one, I can't remember. God damn it. How attractive would you say you are? I would say I'm average. Just another face in the crowd, another normal, meaningless life in an endless cycle. I think you're quite cute myself, like a chipmunk or a grizzly bear. Okay? If you could have any superpower, what would it be? Invisibility, flight, or super strength? I would like to fly. Flight, for sure. Technically, I suppose I can fly. Honestly, it's not all that it's cracked up to be. Get it? Crack? As far as I go, I'm still not where I want to be. What was your best subject in school? Math! Probably math. It's the only thing that makes sense when you think about it. I mean, kind of true. What's your favorite animal? Dog, cat, what is that? I don't even know what that is. We're gonna say cat. Definitely a cat. Nobody? What? Why is everyone looking at me? You think just because I'm the typical cute goth girl, I have to have some specific love of all things cats? And more specifically black cats? Well, I do, but you can all go to hell anyway. What? I have a black cat spirit! Oh my god, what's happening here? What's your favorite color? Blue, blood red, 3-day-old corpse is not a color. I mean red, out of these, I guess. Some call it the color of love, but love is just another word for pain. Get out of your feelings. Wraith is a soft boy. What's your dream job? Astronaut, nightclub promoter, not working at all. I'm torn between these two. Maybe nightclub promoter. Everyone groans. Luring folks into the dark. Not just anyone can do that. Best flavor of ice cream? Vanilla, chocolate, horse splash. I mean, chocolate. My favorite flavor is pain. Same. Same here. How do you feel about that, Wraith? Mine is vanilla, swirled with pain. You guys are weird. I think mint chip is the greatest flavor ever conceived myself. But enough about ice cream, am I right? Hold on a second. This reminds me. I am right, always. It's a lesson you should learn before we go too much further. Do what I say if you want to survive. Pick mint chip. What? We're teaching lessons now, narrator. You rascal. Kill or be killed is the rule on this island, even for faceless voices. Tell me, what's the best flavor of ice cream? I'm not gonna say mint chip just because you told me to, but I also don't want to get jump scared. It's still chocolate. The best flavor is chocolate. You got a reading comprehension problem? I just told you, mint chip, mint chip. You almost bought yourself a game over there, buddy. That's right. I can end your life whenever I want to. I'm in control, so don't you forget it. If I say you like mint chip, you like mint chip. Now try it again. Oh, fuck, don't talk to me like that, Entity. Jesus, can I date the Entity? Tell me, what's the best flavor of ice cream? I'm gonna say, okay, well, I'm scared, so I'm gonna say mint. So obedient. I think you're gonna do just fine. Fuck! Anywho, now that they know so much about you, I'm sure the group wants you to start getting to know them. Yes! I'm Trapper. I pretty much run things around here. I'm the smartest, richest, strongest person on this whole island. I don't like losers. If you want to, wait, what? I can't read. If you want to know what a loser is, say hello to Wraith. That's mean. You don't have to say that to him. I'm Wraith. I'm nothing like everyone else. I like nice people and loathe big dumb idiots. She gave me a little right in my ear. Hey, what's up? I'm Spirit. I don't like most things. I don't really hate most things either. It's not worth my time. But the things I do hate, I really hate, you know? Based on my personal observations, life is nothing but suffering, and society is a carefully calculated lie to keep everyone subservient to those in power. It's better to choose to just not take part. Agree, babes. I'm Huntress. Don't let these bummers get you down. There's lots of fun to be had on this island, along with lots of love. Yeah? Yeah, there is, if you know what I mean. Grow up. Grow a body. I've explained this 1,000 times. I'm dead, but I'm not a literal ghost. I just create a trail of fog. I'm not made of it. Whatever, fog body. That's not nice. He's not nice. You love it. No, I don't. What? What is going on? That's disgusting. That's why she likes it. Oh, that's so nasty, bro. Don't speak for me. I also hate it. Stop speaking entirely, actually. For the first time ever, I agree with Wraith. Let's move on, otherwise they'll do this all day. Besides, if I know this crew, and I do, they'll want to show off soon enough. If we're done playing, let's do something else instead. Wow, for once I actually agree with the meathead. I say we go to my yacht. It's the massive boat docked nearby. I'll give everyone a taste of true luxury and power. Wraith rolls his eyes. Don't mind him, he just hates fun and happiness. No, I hate the endless, desperate, soul-crushing pursuit of wealth. The way it's flaunted needlessly and the cruelty it engender. I don't know how to say that. What about hanging out by the pool? I find the water calming, simple, beautiful. Hey, what about our volleyball game? We can exercise and have fun as a group. Are you all serious? There's a perfectly good lounge to chill out at right here. I'm tired, and besides, I hate being in the sun. Where do you want to go? If I was here, and these options were laid out in front of me, I don't know! It's because of who they are! I can't pick! I mean, I kind of want to go to the lounge, but I also feel like Spirit is kind of a bitch. So I kind of don't want to hang out with her. I do kind of want to see, I'm a very high maintenance girly. I do want to go on a yacht. Like, Huntress wants volleyball, Spirit. No. It's not about who I want to go out with, it's about what we're doing. What do I want to do? That's what they asked me. We're gonna go here. It'd be great to relax for a second at the lounge. to kick up your feet, look out over the ocean, and relax on your own terms. Oh, she's smiling! She's so cute! Who would want anything else? Dry, comfortable, enjoying a cool drink on a hot day. It's the best. I mean, what kind of fool, what kind of monster, what kind of mask-wearing psychopath would finally be granted a break from the constant grind of chasing and fighting to get ahead and then choose to exert themselves in, quite frankly, any way whatsoever? Huh? Oh God, I forgot. She's off the walls, her emotions. Why am I the only one who gets it? It's time to stop living by their rules! She turns into a demon. I won't do it any longer! I should probably give her a second to calm down. Yeah, just wait for it to... What the fuck are they doing here? Huh? This is Dwight and Claudette. Our activities coordinators. Wow, Dwight can fucking get it though. He looks so cute. They're also the cooks, waiters, bartenders, janitors, and every other job. They're the only help remaining on the island. This place we call Murderer's Island. Cue dramatic musical flourish. Okay. None of the others survived. Survived the interview process, I mean. These two have worked here a long time. So very long. I don't actually know how long it's been. Sorry. Anyway, I should probably let Dwight and Claudette do their mandated jobs. They sure look happy, but they're vibrating with a nervous energy that is starting to give me the creeps. We will now escort the group to the venue of your choosing. However, in the future, we recommend waiting for us to present you with your options whenever possible. And don't just run off to various activities unsupervised. We don't have much autonomy around here. The least you can do is allow us to do our job. The most you can do is help us get off this island. Dwight! Yeah, pardon me. Please, follow us. Those two, Claudette and Dwight, did they just start to mention something about wanting to escape? Is escape an option? Should I be trying to escape? Escape? Them? No, I think you're mistaken. It just seemed like Dwight was asking for help to get off this island, though. Right, that. Yes, that's true. He was. But he just meant that he wants to get to the other vacation island getaway. A couple miles south of here. It has much fancier accommodations than this island. It's one of those big corporate outfits, quite exclusive, where all the famous celebrities hang out. Very luxurious. Doesn't quite have the charm that this island has, though. Trust me, you don't want to go there. With all that money comes a lot of restrictions. This is where you belong. Now, off you go. It's time for an activity. On this island, your decisions matter. Mostly, when I agree with them. Not like that other island. So what'll it be? Why am I choosing again? Oh, the little bongos play when I go over them. I don't know. Maybe I'll go see the Huntress, because if Spirit's gonna act like that the whole time, that's kind of... It's so exciting to have someone else into athletics on the island. Spirit and Wraith are so boring, and Trapper is so predictable, relying on brute strength to win games. He has no respect at all for grace and skill. Thank goodness you didn't choose the yacht. What kind of a person wants to be a sitting duck in the middle of an open ocean? You're just asking for a snake attack from an elk. She's triggered! Girl, I'm so sorry! There aren't elk in the ocean! Game's starting up again. Make sure you're watching close. She's really something, huh? Yeah, she's fucking... Cheer for me, cute stuff. The killers resumed their place on the volleyball court. Resume the match they were playing before you arrived. Hey, fancy a lemonade? I see you working up a thirst, eyeing those bouncing... Can you guys get out of here, please? Claudette hands you your lemonade. Ooh, so fresh, so tart. She leans in and whispers in your ear. Who would you bet on to win, Who's the MVP of your little heart? You're nervous. You don't want any of these killers to hear you talking about them. Or not talking about them, if they're into that sort of thing. I think, in a game of volleyball, who would win? Are they allowed to use their powers? It's between these two. They're the most athletic. They're both athletic, but I feel like Huntress is smarter. And quicker, I think. It would have to be Huntress. Huntress overheard you. Oh, sorry, babe. I wasn't... Ah! Oh, you've got your eye on me? Yes, I do. Sorry. I'm flattered that you think I'm good, but honestly, I'm a little annoyed that I've been so flashy with my moves. Usually I'm so sneaky that you can barely see me at all. Huntress is totally kicking my butt. Correct answer. I'm allowed to support the other people on this island, right? Oh geez. I have no idea what the rules are here. Are there even rules? I should have stayed in my secret lair. What? Wow, what a game. It's a tie. Can there even be a tie in volleyball? No one knows since this is everyone's first time playing. Okay. These killers don't usually have time for team sports amidst their busy schedule of brutally tearing survivors to shreds. Hey, is Claudette crying? Bitch, you better not be crying, girl, suck it up. This is like such a step up from what y'all usually do. Like, it's nothing, I'm totally fine. Whatever you say, boss. Look, the killers have dispersed and they're all cooling down in their own way. Spirit is reading a novel. Trapper is stretching sensually in between chainsaw curls. Wraith is standing on the bench, desperately hoping that the sand will swallow him up. And Huntress is doing some target practice with her bloodied hatchet. You feel a nudge. Dwight is looking at you expectantly. You should really make a move. Life is short. You could get snuffed out at any time of day. Carpe diem. Carpe... What? Go ahead. Chat one of them up. Okay. So which killer has caught your eye? You head over to Huntress. After all, this whole sporty hangout thing was her idea. Might as well see how she's doing. You were really great out there. Where did you learn to move like that? I asked as if I didn't already know. Whose moves? My moves? These moves? They're nothing. Huntress blushes a bit beneath her mask. It's cute on cute if you ask me. Sometimes you gotta look past some bloodstains. A lot of men have run for their lives in my presence. You really learn a lot about what the human body is capable of in those types of scenarios. I love to exercise. In a way, we're all running for our lives when we keep in shape. I guess I've never thought of fitness that way. Maybe it's time to start. You never know who is coming for you. Through the brush, as fast as they can, propelled forward by hunger, desperation, or just plain old boredom. Doesn't seem like boredom is going to be your problem, surrounded by all these characters. Survival, on the other hand, you're going to need to compensate for your lack of a killer instinct. What's your style? Grit or imagination? Imagination, probably? What I lack in fitness, I try to make up for in imagination. I like to make up little games for myself to play. My imagination is very vivid. Ah! Girl, stop! Stop! I can imagine the two of us, panting, sweating, our clothes torn. I'm with you. Yeah. Our hands gripping the sheer face of a cliff's rock wall as we climb. Not exactly where I was going, but sure. Up to a cavern entrance, a dark cave, slick with dew, shimmering in moonlight. I'm back with you. A pack of wolves await us there. Friends, enemies, dinner. We look into each other's eyes and then back the wolves, and together we all howl. Ow! Yeah! Sure sounds exciting. My blood is pumping just thinking about it. Uh-huh. Come on, everyone. The fun and games can't be over already. I get it. Volleyball, not ruthless enough. Look at us. We crave action. We crave excitement. We crave the thrill of the hunt. It's time to see if our friend here has the hunter's instinct. Who, me? Me? I saw you surveying me like prey on the volleyball court. I was not. What are you talking about? That wasn't me. That was literally Claudette. Huntress waves a bloody axe in the air as you step back nervously before you realize she's not waving it at you. She's handing it to you. Don't worry, I've got several of these. It's important to hone your skills, especially when you're in a new place where threats may lurk around every corner. Mini-games consist of two parts. On top, a pointer which rotates in a clockwise direction. Okay. And on the bottom, a target you're going to be pointing at. Okay. Sometimes the target is immediately visible, sometimes it's hidden until the pointer arrives. Okay. Press the spacebar to stop the pointer while over the target to win. Bam! Perfect! Shit. Okay. Okay. Yeah. I'm impressing her. I'm impressing her with my fucking spacebar skills. I'm impressed. A worthy opponent. I mean, could have done better, but who's keeping score? For the record, I am. You got 8 points. Yay! Hatchet throwing, cool, I guess. I like my stabbing to be a bit more up close and personal. Somewhere a loud horn blows and the survivors snap into action. Time's up. You heard him. Get to the next activity. Why do you yell at me like that? Seems like the next activity is meal time? How quaint. You were expecting what? Capture the flag? Do you know how complicated it is to run a game like that? Much more so than sitting and talking. You arrive to the cookout area to find an assortment of picnic tables scattered around. Dwight and Claudette usher you to your seat, but there's very limited seating directly around you. And, oh great, terrific. Seems that everyone wants to sit next to you. Even better is that they don't want to sit next to certain other people either. To start, no one wants to sit next to Trapper. Meanwhile, he refuses to sit next to Wraith or Trickster. Oh my god, it's Trickster! Hey! Surprised? Yeah, well, they don't call him Expectedster, sorry. Even I get nervous around crowds or killers, and my whole shtick gets a little flustered. Oh my god, wait, the Trickster's in here too! Oh my god! Hey there. I don't know what he sounds like. You're looking good, Giggle, real good. We literally can't let Huntress and Trapper sit together. No, seriously, their arms are too big, and they can't fit at the table if they sit side by side. Okay, look at this. We can't even fit everyone on screen at the same time. You probably think it was an error, but it's not. It was completely intentional. Let that be a lesson to you. Every error you think you see is a choice. Got that? Okay, that was ominous. Dwight and Claudette are directing traffic. You sit on one side. The rest of them will sit opposite you. Huntress and Trapper can sit at the ends with their enormous, sexy arms. Now that everyone is seated, we can begin dinner. Tonight's meal was prepared slowly and carefully with both love and hate for 12 hours over a spit. We hope you all enjoy. We really, really hope you do. Hey, you didn't actually tell us what you're serving. What are we eating? It's meat. Seasoned with a specific number of special herbs and spices that we simply can't divulge. My favorite! Meat is good. Meat is murder. Which you'd know, considering what you've been up to. Who are you to get judgy now? Yeah. I'm just sharing facts. You need to murder something to eat its meat, so that's like technically true. Technically true is the best kind of true. Okay, enough yapping. Let's eat. Hey, Giggle, you thinking what I'm thinking? I don't know. I don't ever think. It's gonna be a person on that spit, right? Or several parts of overlapping people, perhaps. I haven't seen many pigs wearing palm tree button-down pants, you know. When you look closely at the spit, you spot what definitely appears to be scraps of fabric sandwiched between some layers of meat. I think I might be sick. Is there anything else to eat? This took 12 hours, and we do literally everything on this island. Actually, there's one thing you're not doing today. You're not carving up this delectable meal. Wow, he's right for a change, because I am with my broad axe. It's the perfect tool for easily chopping anything in twain. First, who says twain? Sometimes I swear it's like we're all from completely different historical era. Second, I'll handle this with my cleaver. Fast, powerful, and clean. At least it's clean when the meat is cooked. No blood. Ugh. You two and your ridiculous bicep swinging contest. Enough. Grow up.
She is such a bad bitch, though.
Obviously, my gorgeous katana is the only option. Obs. The hell it is. I'll show you both my katana and send you to actual hell if you like. Damn. Please stop, please. I hate when we fight, or talk, or even when we look each other in the eye. I can do it. I have the skull of Azeroth. Great. Instead of slicing it up, you can club it to a second death. Ooh, got him! Hey, Giggle, I know this isn't what you want to eat, but hurry up and volunteer to carve up Felix. Ah! You're eating Felix! Otherwise, this will go on for hours. They once argued over who had the most effective weapons for 72 straight hours. It doesn't matter which one does it. When they're done, they will take even longer cleaning their weapon, all while explaining the value and maintaining your tools. Despite being a bunch of cold-blooded killers, for some reason they're always terrified of tetanus. Hey, why don't you just let me carve up dinner? Splendid idea. We'd hate for it to get cold. He hated when it got cold. Here's a machete, freshly sharpened. Oops. I missed. Bam! I be cutting up the meat, cutting up that meat. I be cutting up the meat. Oops, I missed. Oops, I missed again. That was pretty good. I'd like to see what you could do with a less clumsy weapon. Yeah, I said it. Machetes are dumb. Okay. Dinner is finally served. For real. The sounds, especially coming from the mask killers while they eat, which involves lifting their masks and shoving food up behind them, are nasty. Spirit, meanwhile, she doesn't even eat. She's the only one who seems to be really embracing being dead. They're all dead, right? This is obviously hell. I mean, come on, we're still trying to be mysterious here. You think mystery comes easy? Claudette and Dwight aren't the only ones who've been working their asses off to make this night perfect. Well, at least they're lifting their masks. This is only 99% as disgusting as it could be if they just tried to mash stuff through there. Spirit, why aren't you hungry? The two best things about being dead is not having to eat. That's only one thing. Think about it, Giggle. Number two is no number two. One less thing to think about in the afterlife. Even if I wanted to eat, I have no idea what would actually follow. You might have noticed, but I'm mostly just a bunch of dismembered body parts floating in a spectral form. Yeah, I have noticed that. Do you see how deep this cut on my abdomen is? I don't think my digestive tract connects anymore. Yeah, that's fair. Between the food and the behavior of the group, this might be the worst meal in history. But even worse is they're staring at you. You're not eating. They don't like that. I'm not gonna eat I would eat a person.
What did she say?
I wanna try it, yeah. Not like this. I think they want an explanation why. What do you want to tell them? They're like, wow, look at that seagull over there, you guys. Sorry, I'm gonna say I'm sorry. Actually, it's not the food or the company. I'm just super self-conscious about how I look when I eat. I was just pretending to be grossed out by dinner so I'd have an excuse not to chew in front of everyone. I'm sorry if that made things awkward. I'm actually extremely hungry. Yeah, watching people eat is gross, but try to relax and not worry about what everyone thinks. It's so important to always remember people are watching you, judging you, definitely not ignoring you, right? Guys, is anyone listening to me? I'm a narrator, not a physician, so please don't take this as medical advice. But I'm pretty sure you need to eat to stay alive. Oh hey, it's me again. Your friend, mentor, and guide. Narrator to the narrator, the ocean. Not sure how I feel about that characterization, but I'll allow it. I brought you here, and I might be the only one who can help you now. There's only one thing you must do to survive. You have to figure out why you're really here. No one can tell you. Not unless you follow the right path, or at least a right path. There's too many of those to count. Hopefully you pick at least one of them. Because there are even more wrong paths. Many of them lead to your demise. Others lead to something even worse. Starting scene's over and having a fast forward back to where you were, am I right? For this place holds many secrets, even from itself. But the one that truly matters can only be learned if you answer the most important question. Why are you here? Why are you here? Answer that and you'll learn the truth. The ultimate truth. Vague, mysterious. I gotta give it up to this ocean character. That's some quality early game storytelling. You wake up to find Huntress holding your limp body, gingerly pouring cold water into your mouth. Oh good, you're okay. Sometimes when I try and care for people, they have a way of ending up less alive than when I started. Not this time, you're good. Which would be a total bummer if it happened to you. It's been so long since I had a normal, happy, healthy, living person around. Usually I'm just falling into the same old routine of smashing everyone's heads open with a hatchet before I really get to know who they are as a person. But you're not nearly as scared or too busy writhing in pain to see me for me. Right? You feel nervous in her arms. Not just because maybe they're crushing you a little bit, but because she's beautiful, I guess. I was just gonna narrate that fact, not, say it out loud as a single word like some creep. Beautiful mask! Your bunny mask! It's quite gorgeous. Nice recovery, but now that you're awake and talking, you gotta keep this up. Did you make it yourself? Yes, of course you did! See, and I already knew that. See, I already know everything! You're the first person to ever ask me that. Yes, I did. You seem so quirky and cool. You could do anything. Own an Etsy store. Be a doctor. Why is it that you kill people? Huntress sighs. You can practically see the memories flicking across her eyes. But she hasn't tried to kill you yet, so that's a good sign. It's all I was ever taught to do as a young girl. I thought it was right. Even through the mask, you can see that Huntress is blushing a bit. Jesus Christ, I can't read. Seems like your line of questioning has made her a little nervous. Oh, you nervous? You didn't eat much at dinner. Want a snack? She offers you some jerky. Probably human jerky, but her spice game is on point because it smells pretty damn good. Sure, give it to me. Yes! I would eat a person. Might as well eat as the killers do. Plus, you really are hungry. You can chow down on jerky essentially, right? I'd love some, thanks! After a moment of quiet chewing on what you choose to believe is not human thigh meat, you decide to be bold and ask another question. Have you ever been in a relationship before? I'm gonna say no. Oh no, she's stressed out! Huntress takes a moment to think deeply before answering. I must say, it's quite amusing to see this hulking bombshell get all twisted up with these personal questions. Yeah! There was this one deer that looked at me quite provocatively in a clearing once, but that doesn't count, does it? Huntress, no, why would you even say that? No amount of interrogation could get that out of me. Why would you even say that? You hear the faintest giggles bubble out from behind the Huntress's mask. Oh my god, we're giggling together! Oh my god! You're so cute, Huntress. No, it doesn't count. Whoa, what's this? You found something in the sand. Huntress reaches down to pick it up. It's a hair clip. Probably left by some little girl who was playing on the beach long ago, who is definitely still alive and not at all dead. Right. Huntress closes the bag of jerky with the hair clip. Seems like she's a little mixed up on how exactly this particular item works. Should you go with the flow or show off some of your knowledge of advanced humaning? There's nothing wrong with using a hair clip to close a bag. I do that sometimes. I'm gonna just go with it. I'm not the type to say anything. Huntress is admittedly a little scary. Might be best not to correct her at this moment. What if she gets upset? She could probably kill you with nothing more than this very clip itself, wielded as a blade in her nimble fingers. But honestly, would she even need the clip? Certainly her bare hands are enough to get the job done.
I'm horny!
Giggles would prefer to be killed between Huntress's thighs. Yes. You take a gulp thinking about how fragile your puny little neck is, right? Between the fainting human jerky and the probably dead girl's hair clip, you're feeling ready to get back to the group and have a lie down. Good thinking. Wouldn't want the jerky to dry out. I hate to break this to you, but never mind. Just as things are really heating up, you hear a flurry of footsteps behind you, and you quickly spin around, ready to fend off whatever new danger has popped up on this strange island. Only to find those Dwight and Claudette sprinting across the beach, clipboards in hand, which they're waving in the air above their heads. It's very important that we stick to the itinerary and attend each event as scheduled. Playing sick for cute flirt points was not a part of this evening's activities. That's strictly slotted in for after campfire story time. At this rate, we'll be late. Playing sick, no time for excuses. Well, there is, but that's scheduled for after what comes after the flirting. Go, go, go! Okay. They are bossy. Once everyone has gathered at the fire pit, Dwight and Claudette quickly make an announcement. We're not going to blame anyone in particular, but someone, wait, what? And we're not going to say who, so don't worry you, hasn't been sticking to the schedule. That means that we're behind on time for evening activities. And we'll only have time for one person to share their special spooky nighttime story. Just one story, but story time is my favorite activity. This is a narrative-heavy experience. You're telling us that only one person gets to share. How will we decide who? Oh great, we have to decide as a group. That never goes well. Whoever did this, step up now. I swear I won't be angry. I'll merely chop your head clean off. No fuss, no muss. Voice trembling, you realize that this is probably it for you, but you embrace your fate. Sorry everyone, I think they're talking about me. To be honest, I still don't understand how this whole schedule thing works. I guess I lost track of time while I was passed out. Been there before, even though it's taking some pressure off me, which is an absolute dream come true. Is it really fair to pick on the newbie?
Bing bang!
Seriously, has anything here ever happened on schedule, even once? Damn it, Donald, if you try to flex that authority gimmick one more time, so help me, I'll snap your head off so quick, and then I'll drown you in his blood, Cynthia. Wait, who is he talking about? Oh, the survivors, he doesn't know their names. Fuss and Muss are back on. You two know I love to hack, slash, and slice. We all know you love to kill. It's almost all you talk about. Nobody named any names. Who even knows any names? Not us. I renounced my name. Who's Donald? Who's Dwight? Who even knows anymore? Call me Nobody. They changed his name to Nobody. But we still gotta get started on story time, so... Giggle, who do you think should go? Aw, damn it, that's a name. I mean... I feel kind of bad for Wraith because Wraith said that it was his favorite part. Because everybody else has other activities that they enjoy, but if it's his favorite, then I want to let him tell the story. I choose you, Wraith. Yeah, okay. What? I thought he wanted to tell a story. I'm not really one for scary stories. Life is scary enough as it is. You literally carry around a skull and a spine as your little prop. That's true. As the other killers laugh, Wraith holds up his skull and gazes into his hollow, dark eye sockets. If you're looking for something Shakespearean in this story, look elsewhere. This is a tale of madness, of staring at the soul of death and never returning. Once upon a time, a young man worked at a junkyard. You're gonna tell a story about yourself! The man was quiet, kept to himself, just wanted to avoid trouble. While the boss dealt with clients, this young man operated the crusher, turning old cars into cubes of twisted metal. One day, right before crushing a car, he noticed something. Blood. Drip, drip, dripping from the trunk. He opened it and found a frightened stranger, bound and gagged. The young man reeled. Was he about to accidentally murder this stranger? How could this have happened? He freed the stranger, who ran off into the waiting arms of the boss, the owner of the junkyard. Before his shaken employee could tell him about the mistake they had nearly made, the boss took out a knife and swiftly slit the stranger's throat. The young man fell to his knees, unable to comprehend what was happening. As he stared at the ground, too shocked to cry, the boss approached him. "What did you do?" he asked the boss. "I did your job for you." "What do you mean? That's not my job. My job is to crush the cars." The boss let out a miserable scoff, his face contorting into evil disdain for the pathetic wretch in front of him. "Why do you think we're crushing these cars? To save space? Who do you think my clients are?" "I don't know," mumbled the young man. "Yes, you do," screamed the boss. "Deep down, you've always known what was happening here. You just didn't want to admit it to yourself. Your hands aren't clean. My clients give me money and I take care of their problems, eliminate their witnesses, tie up their loose ends. Or actually, you do." "No," the young man whimpered as the boss towered above him. "This is so sad! You're bumming me out, bro!" "You're nothing more than an executioner, and you've reaped hundreds of souls." The young man's body shook with soft spasms as he tried to stop crying. It was when the boss started laughing that it happened. Something in the young man changed. He stood up, now taller than the boss. A faint glimmer of fear overtook the snarl of the older man's face. The young man's face was empty. Empty as he grabbed the boss's throat and dragged him to the car crusher. Empty as he picked up the boss and stuffed him inside. Empty as he slammed the trunk down on him, his stupid fat head sticking out, begging for mercy. Empty as he started the machine, staring at the boss in its sniveling, crying, wet face. Empty as he grabbed the boss's head, dug his fingers in, further, piercing the skin. Empty as he squeezed and pulled, empty as he heard bones popping and snapping. But when the boss's head, still attached to his spine, pulled cleanly out of its disgusting sack of a body, he smiled. Wraith stares back into the eye sockets of his skull. It doesn't matter how good you are, how innocent, how kind, how full of love you once were. When you look into the eyes of evil, you will surely go mad. An awkward silence falls upon the room. Yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna make a joke about his trauma, that's not nice. What's offer praise? Ask about the story. "Oh, where'd you hear that story?" "It happened to me," is what he's gonna say. So I'm gonna give him praise. "When you look into the eyes of evil, you will surely go mad." God, that's brilliant. I'm glad you didn't give us any Shakespeare, because that story made Shakespeare look like a slack-jawed, mouth-breathing idiot. Thank you. I'm too overcome. I mean, that's not really how I would have responded, but still. As you sit down, the other killers look at each other, unsure if you're joking. Thanks. Wraith, on the other hand, is absolutely sure you're joking. You may have gone a little overboard. "Yeah, my bad. I didn't want to be a bitch." On that note, everyone decides it's time to take a break and split up for a little bit so that they can all have a moment alone before bed. Everyone leaves and you're alone by the fire. The only thing you hear is the ocean slowly lapping against the shore. This is nice. A true moment of peace and tranquility that lasts for all of 7 seconds because Trickster shows up and he's blaring his latest song. "Hey baby, you look lonely. Mind if I join you?" He doesn't wait for an answer. "Okay." "I know you've been hearing from these guppies all day, but I want you to hear something from a big fish like me. Something special those in charge of this island don't want you to hear. I am the ultimate catch on this island. The only lobster in an ocean of sardines. I mean, no one can give you what I can. You just have to find me. Come find me, baby." Ah! Trickster leaves. You're a bit confused about what to make of his cryptic clues, but you aren't going to get any time to yourself to think about them just yet. Yeah, okay, I don't know how I feel. Wraith approaches you. "Hey, I'm probably not making a great impression because that's not really my thing. I just know that if you got to know me, then, I mean, look, the others aren't around, and I really hate the fire pit. I just kind of hate fire in general. Maybe we could go back to the pool and, like, I don't know, whatever, you know?" A dip in the pool with the Wraith? You've come a long way in a single day. I'm not saying you shouldn't follow him, an offer like that. Just don't forget our little talk. I mean, you and your storyteller friend slipped into the water. It's just the right temperature for an evening dip. Plus, if some jealous shark comes along and manages to jump from the ocean into the pool, you're also pretty sure your killer companion could handle it. Hey, do you remember my story? You mean the one you just told like a minute ago? Yeah. Yes. What did you think of, the young man in the story? Do you think he's weird? He's not weird. He's weird. I would forgive him. I would forgive him. What happened to him would make anyone snap. And who knows what happened in his past to lead him to that point. He was just trying to be good. Yes, that's all he wanted, was to be good. Well, that makes sense. Did the young man remind you of anyone? Yes. It's you. It's clearly you. What? No. You're carrying around the guy's skull and spine with you right now. Wraith looks at Azarup's skull and then out into the middle distance. A long silence ensues. You notice the temperature has dropped significantly. Is it cold in this water now, or is it just me? I feel like my toes are turning into ice cubes. Wraith seizes up and squeezes his eyes shut. Please, I can't be around any cube talk. Not since I heard that story from somebody else a long time ago. The story you just told us 2 minutes ago. Exactly. The one that wasn't about me. Usually we'd be nervous that we were about to make things awkward when we barge in, but obviously we couldn't hold a candle to whatever is happening here tonight. Either way, it's time for bed. For you, but not us. After you go to sleep, that's when we party. After spending all day cooped up in those tight little safari-themed resort uniforms, you just know those two rage late into the night, okay? But you're not here to party with them. You've got your own repressed relationships to tend to. You head over to the campfire. The heat is comforting on this chilly night. You look into the crackling embers. You think about Wraith's story, about the young man who found out he was part of a sinister plot. What don't you know about your current situation? Is it something that will terrify you? Something that will make you snap? What if you look into the eyes of evil? And what if you like it? Before you can dwell too much on your fate, Claudette and Dwight arrive. Their now familiar creepy smiles stretching from ear to ear. It's a bit menacing to see a smile like that lit by firelight. We must apologize for the accommodations. We weren't prepared for another guest, but we're going to make you comfortable, or die trying. They hand over a pillow and blanket and welcome you to snuggle up by the fire. Perhaps some music will put you at ease. Just try to keep the volume to a minimum. Our other guests aren't the types you want to rob of their beauty sleep. As you relax and look into the fire, the radio begins to fuzz and flicker. You examine it and decide that you might adjust the dial and fix it. Whoops. Oops. No matter how many things you listen to, you still can't sleep. You decide to ask one of the killers to spend a little more time with you until you're sleepier. Who would you like to summon to your side as you lay by the fire? Oh, I'm scared. Can I sleep in your bed? I'm so scared. Can I sleep with you, Huntress? Are you around? I was wondering if I could get a little company. Huntress appears in an instant. You really didn't hear her coming. She's more than happy to tell you her secret for falling asleep when she's feeling restless. Yeah? If a Soviet lullaby doesn't work, this special mushroom tea has always done the trick. When I'm not coating the blade of my hatchet in it to ease the passing of my victims, I'm steeping it in a piping hot mug of water. Try it. You do. You finally start to feel sleepy, except maybe this isn't really a sleepy feeling. Maybe you're paralyzed.
I think we all know where this is going, so let's just skip to the end.
Darkness overtakes you. Oh my god! The dark voice from earlier speaks to you again. It shouldn't still be as spooky. By now you've had a whole day of strange voices in your head, but this one is still undeniably odd. Really worked up a sweat watching those killers toss the ball around, huh? Would it have hurt so much to go splash around in some cool ocean waves afterwards? I'm just saying, I'm out here, you know. You awake suddenly to see someone looming over you. Trapper is sitting beside you, sketching a portrait. Hello? Sir? Oh, you're awake. I saw you with the Huntress right before bedtime. You should know, they're not what they seem. Not like me, who is obviously completely honest and trustworthy. Right, okay. I was checking to make sure you weren't sleeping near one of my... Actually, never mind. Just be careful where you sit. But since I'm here, I'd like to share 2 things with you. 1, I do not take rejection well. 2, the first thing is very important to remember. Were you drawing me? Trapper doesn't answer. You aren't drawing stink lines radiating out from me, are you? Still nothing from the Trapper. Wow, okay. Look, I'm not an easy guy to get along with, but I am an easy guy to spend some time with. That will make sense if you choose to spend time with me tomorrow. The rest of this scum live like rats. They wouldn't know a good time if I bit them on the ass. I mean that literally.
Huh?
Point is, if you select me, you're in for a day of luxury, extravagance, and fun. Yes, I said fun. And if I don't pick you, remember what I said earlier, or it might be the last thing you ever forget. But hey, you look tired. Get some rest. Sleep. Maybe even sleep well if you can. Just try not to roll over to the about 15 feet to your left. Finally alone for this time, maybe. You drift off to sleep again. Hopefully you're not poisoned. Yep. Wait a second. Where are we? Oh jeez. It's one of those reality show confessional rooms where all the contestants talk directly to the camera. I think today went well. There were some of my first interactions with someone who isn't a parent that didn't end in bloodshed or untimely perishing in my Russian cottage. So I'm counting today as a win, no matter what happens. What do I think of the newcomer? Do I have to say? Oh, I do? Okay. Attractive, mysterious. I really don't know that many other words since I was raised by my mom in the woods until she was skewered by an elk and I had to wash her entrails off my... That is so horrible. That being said, the other 3 should make sure to be on their guard. I don't know who this newcomer will want to spend time with tomorrow, but I, for one, will not let my guard down easily. Who knows about the others? Wraith, I think he knows more than he's letting on about this place, but he's a hard nut to crack. Meanwhile, Spirit is just screaming all the time. Major buzzkill. Trapper? Where do I even begin with Trapper? He's buff, sure, but daddy issues much? Sheesh. Look, I don't need anyone. I've been perfectly fine on my own since my mother died. I eat a fine diet of raw deer, bear, and human, and I'm fit as a fiddle. That being said, something about this newcomer makes me think that I might be missing out on some huge part of this thing called life. What is going on? If I'm being honest, I want to just kill every person I meet within a minute of meeting them. Even the few people I can tolerate, I want to see suffer for a long time, before I kill them. But this person, for some reason, I would like them to continue living. For now, one false step and, well, you know, everyone calls me Trapper for a reason. They better call me Trapper. I swear, if I watch this later and you list me as Evan, I'm gonna kill the what? I don't know what that word is. Yeah, today was fun. I don't want to get ahead of myself or really invest in something that might hurt me, so I don't know. Maybe we'll just see how it goes, or maybe they'll realize I'm not the one for them. They seem pretty smart, so that's probably what'll happen. I gotta learn to go easier on myself. Who could love me if I can't love myself? That's true. I know that everyone thinks of me as a beautiful, cold-blooded monster. I can't help it. Circulation just isn't my thing. I didn't choose to be cold. This cute hat and robe, okay, those are a choice, sure. If someone were to come around and capture my heart, at least that beats being stabbed in it, yeah. Besides, if I'm gonna get bloody revenge on a society that has used me and thrown me away, maybe it wouldn't hurt to have a little help. I got an achievement called Still Alive. That was day 1. I think I am gonna call it here. Who's my favorite so far? Obviously Huntress, I don't know. Am I actually gonna get to talk to Trickster, or is he just in my face and being annoying? Like, he's cute and all, but I don't know. Huntress can fucking get it though. Yeah, that was Hooked on You, a Dead by Daylight dating simulator. We'll have to play this, we'll have to continue this, because I need to see where it's going and what the fuck is going on. Why are Claudette and Dwight there? The whole thing is just ridiculous. I don't... This is hilarious, and I need to finish it, so... But yeah, thanks for coming and hanging out, as always, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye!